ladies and gentlemen, to most important emergency transit update, but titled accordingly Transit Talk. Shout out to the Geminis. And shout out to the Midheaven podcast, where you can cop this tea of your sign. But first and foremost, shout out to those of you now who are here. If there's anything that is the most important about this transit, but more so the quality or nature of mutable signs, it's the present moment and now. So for all of you who are here now, shout out to you. And let's burn this chat down with fire sign emojis. Please, whether you can comment in the live chat or not, just reflect what has been your magical experience since last night coming into the rest of the day. It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't necessarily have to be ridiculous. In fact, you might even appreciate the subtlety of how indirect, in some cases, you may be aware of what's happening long after it's happened. Or, of course, in some cases, in the moment where it unravels in front of your face. In fact, a transit like this is what three months from now, 6 months from now, you may look at and be like, oh my gosh, this moment now was when everything changed. And it could have been the simplest thing that changed, like the way you think, or you stop doing something, or you just do something, and maintain it, that you legitimately change, that you were doing every day before. And you realize, wow, like the exponential change in that moment, I didn't even think that I was even changing much, but everything changed. So welcome, because not only are we in the maelstrom of total magic, I have to once again remind you that the North Node is in Gemini. And so shout out to the Geminis. There are a complex set of decisions that you could have made. Nothing in this life is free. You paid an opportunity cost to, in this complex set of decisions that make up your lifestyle, invest this time to watch me. This is very important because in my natal chart, my sun is in Gemini. I'm literally completing an equation for you right now in a way that would do justice if I show you my natal chart. If I could pull that up. Or if I have it. But I can't pull it up. The reason why I'm going to pull up my natal chart, just to kind of establish this transit talk with the proper direction, and let's also say, there we go. Let's also say ethos. Yeah. Is For those of you who have Gemini moons, Gemini risings, Gemini suns, any sun or moon or rising in mutable signs, um, those of you who kind of tap into this in a very unique way, you're going to get a profound understanding of how to exploit or take advantage of this moment in the sense of this experience. If you think of this as an experience, being a legitimate, not magical anything, ritual, I want to kind of bring to your consciousness that you're not leaving this faded space the same way you entered. Not only am I going to show you that the magical energy, for those of you who watched The Magicians, and if you haven't watched it, I'll try and explain it. In The Magicians, it's centered around a school that was hidden from the rest of society. And they actually, with their hands, perform magic. But everything is a consequence. It's not like they can use magic to do anything they want. They have to either be skilled in it, or they have to, like, you know, there's levels to this shit, let's just say. So there was a season where magic got shut off, and you realize that the magic in the real world that people were drawing from to use actually came from another dimension. Fillery, Virgo, Pisces. Okay. And then not only that, it was a god who was a janitor who shut it off, right? Now, of course, they went on an adventure to restore magic, but there was a consequence. Now they got magic back, but the magic was too potent. And now there were increasing cases. I hope I'm not spoiling this for people. There were increasing cases of, like, people, you know, if you think of a chemistry experiment, doing spells that are too potent, poof, and it kind of like backfires. And here's the thing. The key element in that show of, thank you, Nicole, the key element in that show of what determined whether the magic will be potent or not potent was the weather, like the day, astrology, basically. And like, if you, the point I'm trying to make is that this day, this moment right now is high potent magic. So high potent magic. If you spend the rest of the day visualizing and like really thinking like, damn, I'm not gonna succeed at what I'm doing. I'm gonna ruin what I'm doing, whatever. It's gonna hyper manifest so fast. It's like boom. And that is really redundant to say, because I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying anything astounding, but I just kind of want to let you know to the level of how like ridiculous it is. Because now this is in immutable signs, and the moon is in the sign of the south node. So this is literally in one transit delving up everything from the past 10 years of your life and like setting you for the next 10 years of your life. And as such, some of if I would, okay, see, this is more of like a diagnostic checkup than to be any major realization. But like, have most of you noticed that these 2 days, yesterday and today specifically, you have made complete changes or initial changes in behaviors that you're either committing to? It doesn't even have to be exclusive to these 2 days. Maybe this could be something that you've been wanting to do for years or a couple of weeks, but the change is happening. It's not even like you've made the change, like the change is happening with or without you. And it's just like, oh shit. Let's get it. Let's welcome the Connect 11 to the $1 Billion Vibe Tribe. Oh yes. It doesn't even have to be that way. I don't necessarily want to force the meaning of the transit to say that it's a mutable sign, so everything's going to change for you. But the moon is in Sag, Neptune is in Pisces, and The sun is in Virgo, so everything is going to change for you with extraordinary quality. The difference between that and last year, because like I told you last year, it wasn't necessarily as exact. The sun was at 8 degrees, but Saturn was in Capricorn. So last year, you did come into a complete change. I mean, they reset everything in this motherfucker and this bitch was what I was gonna say. But yeah, it was wow, everything's changing. But this year, it's like everything's changing, but oh my gosh, the quality of everything changing is extraordinary. This is out of my mind. And so you want to carry that for 5 months. It's about September right now. So we're looking at about December and the Capricorn season after the nasty Venus retrograde, where you're start to slow down and be like, oh, okay, all right. I think we can do this, but nope. Jupiter's in Pisces. You're in uncharted territory. Some of you niggas can't even swim. But see, if you've been watching The Peace Dealer, you already know we get fish tarded in this bitch. So like, you just gonna be like, seriously, V. I'm about to break it. You know, son, like do you know we about to have Jupiter, Sun, and the Moon in Pisces in 6 months, son? You literally, do you know why I made this transit talk? Niggas think this is a game. Do you know why I made this motherfucking transit talk? You have 6 months to get ready, friends. Okay, you know all that shit I've been talking about, Guild Wars? You know all that shit I've been talking about? Yeah, it's a spiritual war. It's a spiritual war. First of all, I was making bold claims. Listen, Mars right now is fucking 29 degrees Virgo, son. Remember what I hold me to my word. I said before Mars goes into Scorpio, we're going to be in traditional warfare. Well, you have 6 months. Fuck all that. You have 6 months to get ready for the craziest magic war of all time. You motherfuckers still think this is just a hammer I bought at a store. Because it is, but it's much more. But listen, you have 6 months to get ready because we're going to have Jupiter, Sun, and Moon in Pisces. It's and Neptune. What am I talking about? We're going to have Jupiter, Sun, Moon, and Neptune in Pisces. Let me take that back. Sun, Neptune, and Jupiter in Pisces. This is the game changer of game changers. So like the current plot you're living, everything that you're going through, this is what everything is leading up to where 6 months from now you're like, oh, that's why I gave her a cheeseburger sandwich 6 years ago. That's why I had to get in that shitty karmic relationship that taught me how to respect myself more. That's why I loved orange soda so much. Oh, boom, step into Aries, go on a warpath. Seriously though. But like, but listen. No cap. You literally have 6 months. Like that's why Venus is retrograding in Capricorn. Venus retrograding on Pluto near America's Pluto return in Capricorn is like the cavalry being like, oh, it's like that? It's like that? It's like that? Okay, go get the guns. Go get the guns. No, I thought this was a friendly. Go get the guns. And Venus literally has to retrograde. The god of war, when Venus finishes its retrograde, the god of war comes out of Sagittarius. I'm about to show you all this. And it's going to walk with Venus. And it's going to be like, military strut. We about to fuck shit up. Seriously. I'm about to show you this. The retrograde of Venus in Capricorn is literally like, a world power having to like it's not Mercury where it has to rethink. It has to reorganize in Capricorn its weaponry, its economy. Oh shit, we got to manufacture more weapons. I got you. Hold on, I've been wanting to make these new, like, boom. I'm about to show you. So here's the thing. in 6 months from now, you're gonna step into a portal like 3 months from now, and that's even crazier than what I'm about to tell you, because that's gonna lead into the cap. But in 6 months from now, you are embarking on a magic war of epic proportions. I'm kind of taking it back for words, because it's not even just a magic war. When I say magic war, I'm talking about a fully immersive experience that interlaps over the next 6 months, when the sun will go over it again in 2022, but this time it's opposite Jupiter, a complete full immersion of augmented reality between elements of your internal world and how you draw from your own extra dimensional glory and literally bring that into reality. And it's really hard to say, because I don't know how to tell you that. If you watch Jujutsu Kaisen, if you watch Soul Eater, if you watch Blue Exorcist, if you watch D Gray Man, then you know what I'm talking about. In 6 months, like, these niggas is coming. Like, Jupiter is the Gehenna gate that's gonna split through the veil and let these niggas in. And it's like, right. And listen, if you didn't do the spiritual work, you're not gonna see these things. They're gonna manifest this toxicity in your life. You're not gonna know where they're coming from. People are gonna be having diseases in your life. The doctors are gonna be like, we don't know what's happening to this bitch. I have PhDs. I referred you to all my niggas. They still don't know. I'm sorry. Keep taking these pills though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not playing in this bitch. 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 Cause like, this ain't shit. After that, Pluto didn't even go into Aquarius yet. The celestials haven't even awakened yet. We don't even have to deal with Galactus yet. Chipping like, should I eat this planet or fuck this solar system? Like, we're not even there yet. We still have to complete this crazy ass cycle that took Nipsey and XXX Tentacion amongst so many other people. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. You know why? Because, like, once again, we are now starting from right now, because the opposition is literally pushing a revolving door, completing a cycle, getting ready to close it off and restart 6 months from now. So you're literally about to get literal detailed insight about every mystery in the past cycle over the past 12 years, everything that's been a mystery to you. From now, it's all coming into clarity. Yeah, not that you didn't already know, but I have to make sure you know. We're gonna break it down tonight, to the point where I'm gonna even show, oh, you're a Leo rising. Okay, I got you. Leo sun, Leo rising. This is money, 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 hands in the air, shoot you in the face if you even dare to come through and take my loot. I hit you in the face with my boot. Boo. No, but really, in the second house, literally opening up. Oh shit. My bad. I can't say too much. Money laundering and underworld such. But yeah, no, I tried to be slick there. But we're gonna go in like that. I'm actually a little jealous of the liquidity that you're going to be stepping into. Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun. Virgo is in your 11th house. You're gonna have fun in your very strange ways, but it's gonna be awesome. I'm not trying to rhyme, but I'm still flossing. But yeah, okay. I'll never say that ever again in my life. But yes, we're gonna go in. I'm gonna try my best not to rhyme, but I have a Gemini mind. So before I went on this unnecessary tangent about magic wars, and the cool thing about magic wars 6 months from now is that you actually can summon, your summons. A lot of you people don't even know. You be chilling with curanderas, witches, babalawos, wizards, kabbalists, shoot, practical magicians. Over the 10 years, people who didn't know shit about shit leveled up a lot, to the point where you can't even underestimate them. So maybe you don't know, but I would say 67+% of people who you walk around on a daily basis especially if they pray, because that's a form of summoning. Can summon celestial beings, can summon literal deities. If you want a visualization of this, I haven't really seen it, but American Gods does a good job of kind of showing you how that works. Greek deities, Nordic deities, even though most of them can be syncretized to represent the same force, motherfucker can summon that force. Okay, someone can make a quick prayer to a certain ray and it will summon. Someone can summon the essence of Isis because she's a vessel of that. It's a real RPG. So it's going to integrate that. Think of it as a firmware update, because now it's an expansion pack Jupiter on Neptune, that veil. And it's like, boom, you can actually summon it now to the level where, okay, I want to summon Athena. Bling, bling, bling. Athena called you for real. Okay, you know I have a summoning fee because I'm here for real now. So you can't just be wasting us. Straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. But okay, before I go into the Peace Mobile and show you, I just want to make sure we're clear. This is not just the opposition. This is a literal unraveling of everything that you've ever known. Not only since forever, but the DNA that runs in you that stores the memory of your entire lineage. I was going to say through your DNA, but I already said DNA. Your entire family line, culture, the traditions that shape your character to be what it is, and why you are who you are. All of that cultural significance beyond the civilization of mankind, before the formation of this galaxy. Okay, all now total, and this is why I said this is going to be total change at an extraordinary level, because there's complete change where it's like, I changed my life today. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, which is extraordinary change if you are super. But I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. That's amazing. Boom, in 2 weeks, immediate effects. Your life is totally changed. And like, it's amazing. But then there's this total change that you're coming into. I don't kill people anymore. No, I'm just joking. I'm always killing people every now and then. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Oh my God. That's amazing. It took me a long time, but oh shit, I can see fairies now. I've never seen these colors before. Whoa, I can feel my body's chakra. What the hell is happening? Oh shit, I'm fucking insane. I'm having hallucinations. And your guy's like, no, they're not. You can actually see us. Wait, you don't watch The Peace Dealer? He would have told you that Jupiter is an Aquarius, and now you have knowledge of our existence. We have to do this all the time. Get the neuralizer. So, like, don't get caught slipping. Don't get caught slipping. Act like you haven't seen synchronicities to where your higher selves are tripping. Act like your higher selves aren't pugging you with synchro. Act like I'm joking right now. Like before you even got on this talk, your higher self was just like, "What's up, motherfucker? What's up, motherfucker? Do you think it's just 3D in this bitch? Do you think it's just 3D in this bitch? Do you still think it's just 3D in this bitch? You think it's just 3D in this bitch? Look at me, motherfucker." What are you talking about? You're not losing your mind, motherfucker. You're ascending. Actually, you are losing your mind, and it's a good thing. You're changing your mind. And you have to lose it in order to evolve it so that you can reform it. And I don't even think that's the right thing I'm supposed to say, but that's what I'm trying to say. So there you go. All I'm here to tell you is you're ascending to a peak of consciousness where this will continue to kind of unravel everything you've ever known beyond all your lives. Listen, this is on the South Node now. So it's now going, imagine you're the avatar and you got all the lifetimes. Remember when Korra fucked up? Korra just had to fuck up and die in her avatar. Aang didn't do that. My nigga Aang didn't do that, but Korra had to do that. I didn't even watch those shows, and I know my nigga Aang never fucked that shit up. He did get struck by lightning, but Korra just wanted to fucking die in the avatar state. And what happened? Every single one of her past lives destroyed. Beyond that, Korra just had to fuck it up. Korra just had to wrap it and be like, yo, Korra, I don't fuck with you right now. I gotta go. You go. Good luck. You're not gonna have the avatar around. Shout out to Korra. Let's go on an adventure. Yes. So, like, yes, it is what it is. What you're changing is beyond all your past lives, all your early childhood habits. You are literally establishing the next 10 to infinite years ahead based on the alignment of truth, because you're releasing the untrue perceptions that were laid and influenced specifically by a collective of others, not just other people, but just other perspectives and beliefs and philosophies. All right, check this out. This is going to be insane. So as you can see, this is my natal chart right here. This is not Sorio. Don't confuse me. That man. I am. This is just my alter ego, Wayne Westwood. So other than that, I want to bring to your attention here that on the June of the 11th of the 1990th, we have, by the way, if you're born 1990, you're born the greatest year of all time. The 80s think that they're the GOAT, and they're amazing. We'll give them that. If you're born in the 80s, you're nothing but amazing. Don't let these people play you. You see everything. You got the Sagittarius magic. But the GOATs of the 90s. No one will ever admit this. They'll think we're stupid millennials, but it's really the 90s are the greatest of all time. The classics are the 70s. Don't let the 70s will talk shit because they know they're up right now. 70s gave birth to all the classics. All right. And then you have the amazings of the 80s, and then the GOATs of the 90s. Now, listen, the 80s will tell you they're the GOATs, and the 70s will tell you they're the GOATs, and the 60s will laugh at all you niggas. 60s can laugh at you niggas. They will laugh at all of us. Okay, listen, the 70s and the 80s, I have to interrupt my talk to say this. The 70s and the 80s will say they're the GOATs, and they have a good argument. They have a very good argument. They have a very, very good argument. But they didn't watch the cartoons we watched when we were in the 90s and they were in their primes. They didn't. It's all about timing, folks. It's the 90s. And really, it's 90, 91, 92, and 93, and 94. I'm sorry, 95 and beyond, we don't claim you niggas. We don't. 95, you're cool. You're cool, really. 96 and beyond, we really don't claim you niggas. You're not really 90s to us. You're kind of weird. And we don't. The cutoff is really 93, but 94, 95, we can deliberate. We can deliberate. So when I say the GOATs, I really just mean like the first part of the 90s. We had easily the best cartoons. It's only the 90s that stayed in, saw fax machines, went out, played outside, had the full experience, had actual cordless phones, and then flip phones, and then Motorola phones, and then smartphones. We saw it all. You can't really beat us with the GOATs. We got to see the 70s and the 80s in their primes. You can't really be greater than us. And then there's 96 and beyond, and we don't really claim them. I wanted to just make that clear. You're not really 90s. You're like early 2000s, to be honest. Even though y'all are the most advanced beings ever. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. So yeah, I just wanted to reference my spirit here. I was born with my sun, Gemini. I could, frame it up just so you can see this is quality and value, because it's a valuable perspective of truth. And I'm not really saying this just to flex. I want to give you some actual context. If we go to Planet Watcher right here, you'll see we have 21, 21, and 23. And as you can see, I am manifesting in the second house 20-degree truthful perspective of what's happening. I have an attitude with a Gemini, so I literally can say, fuck what you heard, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you heard, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck the other perspectives. You really just want to listen to this one. There's really not a more complete perspective than a Gemini perspective of this experience, because everyone else would really compromise and just not really understand how to really break this down in words. So I just wanted to let you know, you could have been anywhere right now, but you're here with me, and because I'm manifesting this experience with you, we're all going to end this broadcast with a super magical ritual. A super magical ritual that you will remember. I remember people were saying in the beginning of this broadcast alone, oh, the soulmate ritual. You know, that soulmate ritual we did worked. And, you know, we never miss here. So if you want maybe the most potent magical ritual of all time, just stay tuned. The more people get here, the more potent it is. And guess what you have to do in order to make this work? Absolutely nothing. You could leave right now, but you are here, and so it's going to affect you. And let me break down why this is the truth. I'm producing a 20-degree Gemini perspective. And not only is this a perspective of me manifesting this through Gemini communication, I am breaking down a complete, as you can see, there's no energy in Gemini right now. There's no energy in Gemini. And this is the most important thing about what's happening right now, because you could have been literally anywhere. It's called opportunity cost. Anytime anyone tells you that they'll give you something free, it's a lie. You are always spending an opportunity cost. The opportunity cost of you being here right now is everything else you could have been doing. You could have been having sex right now with the love of your life, but you're watching me live. Some of you are like, peace dealer, I'm doing both. You are an advanced being beyond my understanding. I'm not talking about you. But some of you could have been eating. So you value this experience, whether you know it or not. Even if you're hating, you could have been doing anything, but you're hating on me. And I thank you for it. I don't really give a fuck, but it's still valuable. And that is opportunity cost, folks. Not only am I producing this experience for you to hate and or love are both on me right now, you are here right now. You could be getting a ticket from a police officer because you're speeding, but you're here right now. There are 334 people here right now. Do you understand that means something? The North Node is in Gemini. That means you are destined to be here. You literally walked into a magic ritual orgy of collective proportions that will manifest anything and everything. Now, this is going to actually be weird because you literally don't have to do anything. We're not going to like write anything down. We're not going to make a wish. You literally just have to be here. I'm just going to talk a lot of shit about this transit, and then we're going to be out. I'm going to do some live readings. You make a quick intention before you leave, and that's it. But you need to understand that if you're here right now, it is for a reason. I'm going to break that reason down through the transits. I'm going to do the best that I can. Don't worry, if this is your first magical orgy, you don't need protection. We all have pure vibes here. Don't worry. It's kind of like a soul bonding. We're all going to be soul bonding. Christina, thank you so much. If for any of you who want live readings at the end, you know we going in. Christina, you going to be first. Oh, sorry, Alexandria. I got you too. So, yeah, you know what it do. But I just want to make sure we're clear. I'm not really capping. I mean, you saw my moon was in Capricorn, but I'm not capping at all. This is a magical experience. What you're experiencing right now is the ever-changing development of your own supernatural ability to actually perceive supernatural abilities, interweaving and integrating with your ability to do everything else that you do in this life, but with supernatural touches to it, weaving together extraordinary supernatural reactions to your supernatural experiences. See, once we're in Libra season, you'll be having full-on conversations about what you've both done, but you're still mastering what you're understanding, what you're about to tell people. I mean, that doesn't apply to everybody because some of you are doing this right now, but I'm just saying you're going to do it later, right now. Rock with me here. If you're here right now, it is for a reason. I am giving you a complete perspective. When I say fuck what you heard, you're not going to get a complete experience of this transit anywhere else but here. I just proved it for you. I just proved it for you. I just proved it for you. And I'm going to prove it to you some more. This is so very important. I didn't want you to be just talking shit. Because if you have a moon in Gemini, you can argue that you understand it maybe even more than me, and you do. But I have my sun there. I'm literally giving you a consciously aware experience of the T-square. And so opposite the moon in Sag, I can point out the shadiness. Everyone knows a shady moon in Sag. They'll show you the truth of how it means, but not mention that one detail. I'll point that out with true perspective. Sagittarius is not shady, but the moon is, and that's not a problem at all. But nature can counteract nature, and I can do everything in my power, magic, to actually give you a fresh perspective of what's happening. Now, notice that he didn't say going on or what we're doing. That would represent fixed and cardinal attributes. But we're in immutable signs. So we're talking about what's happening. What's happening? What's happening? Yeah. And I have to get in the mood because the moon's in Sagittarius, so I can't really do my natural moon in Capricorn try thing. You know, the moon's gonna be in this sign, and I have to actually be what's happening. Yeah. This shit is really a job. This corn on a cob. I'm going in like a knob. That doesn't even make no sense. But if I say it fast enough, it'll act like it is, and you think that I'm not even know that I'm not, and I answered, I did, and I did what I did. Yeah, and I gotta dance. But this is like my mini dance that I had pants. Bam. See, I'm the greatest ever alive. This valuable, truthful, in the moment perspective of what's happening is completing what you're experiencing only and only because you have the moon in Sagittarius. So you understand the meaning. Understanding meaning is not the same as being aware of what something means. Being aware of what something means is like being Raven Simone, a sun in Sagittarius. Having a vision and seeing that your partner is having sex with another chick, and then you run up to him, and then you realize, just like the show, it's not exactly what she thought it meant, because she was aware of the meaning, but she didn't understand the meaning. Walking through, understanding meaning is walking through and realizing, oh, he's about to have sex, but he's like, wait, Raven, wait. I'm having practice sex so I can be better for you. Oh, it's a practice smash. Some of y'all just need to have a practice smash so you get a different experience. See, that's that moon and Sag shady shit that I was talking about. See. This is why you need the Gemini sun, son. This is why you need the Gemini sun to be like, we call bullshit, or no, fell on the plane. Hold on. because meaning can now mean anything. But understanding meaning is not the same as being aware of meaning. You are understanding the meaning of what? The awareness of this real change in Virgo of your behavior. And so understanding the meaning of how, when you're understanding the meaning of how something works, it's like understanding the cogs in the machine. However, the opposition to Neptune is now bringing unseen metaphysical dynamics into that. And the moon in Sagittarius is literally having you see that and understand it. So it's the difference between seeing a synchronicity and then actually seeing and feeling the angel make the synchronicity happen. You literally feel it's about to oh my God, it happened. That's all of you yesterday and today. And it's pushing a revolving door into a new type of experience that's going to lead into an ascended experience and then a divine transcendent experience of epic proportions, to where your fantasy and reality is going to blend unlike ever before, because the meaning of the veil is going to change forever, and what it means to be in touch with that sense. Not in that stage, not even because the sun is in the sign of Pisces, but just because of that cycle that's completing on itself. That is starting right now. See, I told you they go in the 70s. I'm gonna say where they go. I told you it's the 90s though. Listen, 70s. Listen, Linda, listen, Linda, listen. The 70s are classics. It's undeniable. The 70s produced the classics that we have today. No one can doubt that. Okay, thank you, 70s. Thank you, 70s. Like, no one can ever doubt that. You are a one in a lifetime classic act, 70s. Every single one of you. You're just not the GOATs. That's the 90s. And now listen, not the late 90s. Y'all are on a whole nother level. Let's just settle there. Just, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. That's all it is. I didn't come to be disrespectful. You feel me? Like, I just came to tell the truth. And when you have this complete Gemini perspective, what it does is it actually now gives you the intellectual awareness of how to communicate and actually know what you're experiencing. And we're going to even break down why that's important. In an age where they're outright lying to you, they're gaslighting you, you're going to see with Neptune the extra dimensional aspects of how the government, people in your real life are actually doing what they're doing. All right. Judges being like, what? She did hoodoo on you? The fuck is hoodoo? Oh shit, but it's working? Okay. But not just like hearsay, real life experiencing it, but because the moon is in Sag, you're literally coming into a visual, meaningful understanding, okay, of how this works out in your real experience with real other people. But Neptune is now adding that whole element of like soul reapers, demons, angels, divine beings, jinns, fairies. It's literally opposite of this very analytical, materialist, reductionist perspective. Even though Virgo is super magical, like Virgo is the critic to help define magic more realistically. So before I really go in, I want to let you know that you're not just watching me talk about this. Me talking about this is giving you the Gemini sun. I'm literally a flashlight activating this transit. So if you think that 350 other of you are watching this right now, if you take principles of quantum superposition and uncertainty principles happening at an exponential level, the more people join, you just being here is a super ritual. So anything that you're intending while you're watching me, it's going to super manifest. This is a great time to do any kind of spell work you want right now. That's why I'm saying you don't have to do anything. The ritual is just being a part of this broadcast. And at the very end, we're all going to say special intentions and let it go. When you make these intentions, the intention you're going to make is what you see, because the moon is in Sag. What you see is happening 6 months from now. Okay? You're going to see yourself 6 months from now. 6 months from now, You may be in a place beyond where you saw yourself. That's a good thing. Or you may not be there, but you're going to see that right now. And with 300 looking like 400 people plus, the more people, the quicker it's going to happen. And I'll tell you why. You're going to set the intention now and be like, this is happening in my life. You're going to release it. And every day towards then, you're going to work because it's leading with Mars 29. So you're going to take strategic action to actually create that. Now, here's the significance, because this magic is so potent. You can do this on your own without everyone else's energy. But the consequence, Saturn in Aquarius, of you watching this with other people is literally making that magic potent in an extra dimensional realm. What? The causal realm. Right now, because you're all focusing on me, the Gemini sun perspective that's completing the understanding. That's why now you're literally understanding the truth of what you're experiencing. And this is where it's cool, because some of you have Pisces energy, some of you have Aquarius energy or Pisces, some of you are Leo, doesn't matter what sign. You can now add your own understanding to what I'm saying, cut whatever fluff or salt you don't like about what I'm saying, and fit it into your own understanding and make it your own ritual. So because you're watching this with other people, there's an exponential quality, right? Jupiter and Aquarius, that's going to compound on your intention. You want to think of this as a thinking tank, that as I'm holding the focus, because you're all focusing. So at a certain level, we're all in a causal plane. If you think about how unpredictable it is, that's why it's like a frequency. So we're all on the same frequency. It's like saying a mass prayer to the universe. So this is like conducting a lightning charge. Lightning is going to respond to more charged substance than a weakly charged substance. So we're going to set that intention. And then when I as soon as I release the broadcast, the intention is going to strike from Aquarius like lightning. But this is the magic. It's going to strike you at the quality of the value of all our combined energy through that intention. But you are going to receive it individually. And this is what's going to change everything instantly. Versus if you did it on your own, where it'll still work and you'll just have your own energy, which is more than enough. How do I make this realistic? If you did it on your own, boom, stepping into the full moon where we have the opposition, even if you don't do the ritual. But we have near 400 people. Is it just me, or are you starting to feel a buzz? Like I'm starting to feel like because we're doing it like this is going to change everything now. Like as soon as I end the broadcast. So once we set the intention, you can leave. But once I end the broadcast, it's going to disperse the energy, move up. Bam! I said tower moment. If you don't want a tower moment, leave right now. You have until we make the intention, because that's going to bind it. We're going to do an interlacing intention so that we actually, okay, you don't have to be buzzing. I think I'm buzzing because everyone's focusing on me right now. So like I usually don't even feel shit like this, but I'm feeling it. Like, thank you. This is lit. So get this. You're going to receive that collective intent, and it's going to hyper accelerate everything that you're going through instantly. To hyper accelerate, it's like giving a extreme charge to your intention. The reason why it's going to happen instantly is because Mars is 29 degrees Virgo, and it's immediately going to apply it into Libra. So I want to take my time to explain how potent this is so that it will make sense, the opportunity cost of you doing this intention versus not. I want to at least give you the understanding and no, not the understanding, because the moon's not Gemini. I want to explain to you and give you the awareness of the causality of doing this with multiple people versus not doing this. Okay. What we're manifesting is a collective explosion of insight. Think of it as an electric charge. Intent is electrical. So, because we're all making a collective intention, that in and of itself is sending a frequency. We're resonating at a similar frequency. And in a sense, this is the best way I can put words of it. We're releasing it into the universe. Okay. That frequency is going to have a stronger quality, hypothetically, than an unfocused frequency from someone who's not even doing anything, or someone who focuses their frequency, because someone could be more powerful than all of us. It is possible. So it depends. It depends, right? Or we might be at this moment the most powerful people right now because we're focused from all over the world. So you're bridging in your energy. There could be another 5 groups who are doing the same thing, but the most important thing is that we have a focal point. The focal point, what's steadying the energy, is me with a fixed sign rising and a fixed second house sun. You connecting with my spirit is taking all of the energies and focusing it. And in that sense, we are all connected with me as a focal point. That's the first thing I need to make sure we're clear. This is why once I release the broadcast, all that charged energy will release. But it's not just charged energy, it's intentful energy. And I'm manifesting the true experience of that. I want to explain how now that we're at 400, as there's more people, I mean, we're over 300, so it is what it is. But as a practical execution of this is, if you make an intention, and this is opposite Neptune, so this can now induce elements that are unrealistic or fantasy. But what I ask is that you set an intention of where you see yourself 6 months from now. And it can be a wish because it's themed by Neptune and Jupiter. Jupiter wants to expand what you think is possible to the next level. So here's the thing. Instead of doing this the natural way, the intention that we're doing is you focusing your attention on me, intention, right? Or you don't, you can release on your own, right? With us. And regardless, setting that intention produces a charge in an extra dimensional sense in the causal realm, if you think Uranus, right? And when I release the broadcast, it moves out. But before I release the broadcast, we're going to set the intention, right? That setting of the intention is the initial spark and charge. Then we're going to set the intention that everybody else who set an intention with us, those people's intentions come to pass the way they're meant to. And we literally give each other an alley-oop. This ensures that the intention we did collectively not only comes to pass. Then we're going to do a trifold that we all intend together for the intention to actually be for the greatest good of all. We have to do that last part because the moon's in collective fire, so we have to now incorporate everything. That is now a trifold intention or a trifold wish. We're going to do that as a collective, release that. Because Jupiter and Saturn are in Aquarius, Jupiter is going to expand the quality of the results of this and take this literally to the next level with Saturn stabilizing this. This is what, as we release the broadcast, because light travels faster than most anything we can process, bam! So the first claim I'm making is, once I release this broadcast, you are going to experience within 1 minute and 30 seconds the shift of experience. What we're intending effectively, like Lilac Ocean said, quantum warping, is setting the intention to bring 6 months worth of manifestation here now. It's basically the difference between working 6 months and getting $600,000 or getting a cash advance of $600,000 right now. And by 6 months, you need to break even or have double. You don't have to have double, but you're probably going to have double. This is where over 6 months, I have it now, so I can invest it and have even more by then, or I can at least break even. That's why I'm saying it's a tower moment. Some of you may appreciate more the grounded process, and the urgent, abrupt nature of this is Mars 29 degrees. So that's why I'm saying this is the value of this magical ritual we're doing. The extra dimensional quality of it, especially, is the nodes that produce a wormhole. And not only do they produce a wormhole, because you're all focusing on me, we're anchoring through the north node. And as such, it's also a magical vortex that just being in will produce magical effects around you. That's redundant to say because even if you weren't here, you're magical yourself and it will happen. But it's just, exponential to the effect of 405 other people watching collapsing uncertainty principles. Remember, think of the quantum mechanic principle of quantum superposition. Because you're now observing me, I particle, I do not wave. And now that I am real, here for you, and I'm producing this extraordinary experience for you, I want to once again repeat why I'm completing the square. Because the opposition to the moon is giving you an awareness of enlightenment that actually gives you actual true context to the meaning of this mastery that's ascending in your life. And so if you want the truth and nothing but the truth, I want you to comment fire sign emojis. As you just watch me, this ritual will get more and more potent. It's no longer about how many numbers there are. We're going to carry the highest number there's been. And you just want to focus on your intention. Really think, what do you believe 6 months is going to bring? And so this is why I have to give a Gemini angelic perspective. Remember, Sagittarius is through the ocular. It's the perception of sight as the light refracts from your eyes in order for your, and I don't know the terms. I just know like ocular refraction. I wanted to sound like I knew what I was saying, but like the light refracts from your ocular vision so that through your cornea you can actually experience what you're experiencing. Is an analogy of the light from the external coming from outside inside so that you react to what you're seeing to imagine what you're going to do. This is why Sagittarius and Gemini are portals into the real world and the realm of spirit. As such, Sagittarius is going back into its home, the realm of spirit, the spiritual realm, the astral realm. Gemini is the portal out of, shout out to the angels, Gemini is the portal out of the astral realm into 3D reality through the throat chakra. You take what you imagine inside and then you communicate it, you make it real. Hence this experience I am producing and manifesting. And so this is the truth and nothing but the truth. Bear with me here. It was hard for me to actually just say this because it's to this day super controversial, but I think with the synchronicities you've been experiencing and the signs you've had, you're going to understand what's going on. It's going to be hard because some of you are going to think that I'm trolling. So I promise you right now, I'm not trolling. I totally understand if you walk away from this experience that I am a crazy asshole, a crazy motherfucker, a stupid crazy motherfucker, a delusional crazy motherfucker. If you think I'm delusional, I'm not going to be mad. Seriously, I will understand. You don't have to be offended. You don't have to worry about me being offended. I will genuinely understand if you feel that I'm a little kooky in the head. Seriously, rationally and objectively speaking, seriously, I'm a 31-year-old man and I'm going to tell you what is about to come out of my mouth. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Ghosts. That's it. Fairies too. Fairies too. Ghosts. Ghosts. Cursed spirits. Impurities. Some call them demons. Ghosts. That's it. If you knew how much extra dimensional beings influence your real third dimensional reality, you would change the way you look at everything you do. You would never in your life get down on two knees and be like, Jenny, please, I want your advice on my life, on what to do and how to do it. And Jenny is sitting right next to you in lunch in high school. Like, yo, get the fuck up. You're embarrassing me. Why couldn't you just ask me that? What the fuck is wrong with you? We're at lunch. You know I get down too, and I can give you advice. What the fuck? That is how you niggas look to your spirit guides, to the gods you pray to your ancestors. But they love it because you give them attention and you never do unless you want something from them too. This is going to fundamentally change the way you have ever understood and thought of anything beyond the metaphysical and the legends and myths that religion has tried desperately to deceive you about, as if angels are benevolent beings that have wings and aren't trying to kill you on a daily basis. Okay? As if ghouls don't exist, as if you're not getting trolled by now, as if you're not getting trolled right now by a bunch of local ghosts that have not been crossed to the other side because we haven't had a full moon yet, and the local shinigamis aren't doing their fucking job. You have no idea what happens beyond your mortal conscious comprehension. It's actually the greatest gift. We need these limits so that we don't go fucking insane having regular commercial transactions. Hey, Mary, I love it. Oh my gosh, there's a ghost orgy happening right behind you. Oh no. I just wanted to buy salami. So, like, don't. It's actually good that you don't see this. Like, some things. That's why we have a veil. That's why we have a veil that's been splitting because of this intergalactic war. But still, like, if you knew why exorcists are valued, and if you knew how ingrained your like, and science is just so pitiful in its misunderstanding of this realm with materialist reductionism that it's misled a whole generation in understanding this as only fantasy and science fiction, which now when you refer to it, they reference that, which it isn't at all. What I will say, materialist reductionist science. Say materialist reductionist science has helped to do is basically murder and ether the frauds, because I would say 99.99% of psychic abilities you see people do are just frauds. Like, there's a reason why this energy is legendary and it's rare. It's not some shit that you can literally trend on Cosmopolitan. Y'all niggas is trying to do that shit so hard. Y'all trying to do that with witchery too. Good luck. Good luck. The tarot don't play that shit too. Ooh, like the spirit of the occult. That's that Aqua Scorpio square. But here's the thing though. There is only such an extraordinary change in understanding this because now Jupiter is ready to close that cycle of expansion and abundance in Pisces next year. And the veil is being reworked. I'm going to say this again. Ghosts. And if you think that I'm insane and delusional, I really understand, because your understanding of ghosts, if I were to ask you what a ghost is, you're going to think Casper. You're going to think fucking Ghostbusters. You're going to think anime and Hollywood adaptation, even though anime got it right. You're going to think, you know what I'm saying? Hollywood adaptation. Some of you haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen, Soul Eater, Bleach, and it shows. You don't know what a hollow is. You don't know what the plus is. And it's not your fault. Science failed you. They told you that you're just a material body. They lied to you. They lied. It's not enough to believe it. This is not ingrained in your infrastructure. And so many psychologically complex instances are inconclusive because you're taking a whole plane of existence that exists, not even incorporating it, because you can't see it, but it still exists though. A ghost is putting its dick on your face right now, and you don't know because it's not corporeal. No, you have good psychic self-defense, so your aura will protect you from wandering entities. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But yes, the reason why I wanted to say that as extremely as I said that is to really make you think. You are now, when I say you're pushing the revolving door, first of all, you have been interacting with these entities and energies your entire life. You don't have to go to a school to learn how to do this. You're unlocking senses that you've had forever, but most of you have suppressed or have been told that you're crazy, that you even tap into, but you've been a genius your whole life. Many of you have worked through so much arguments or intrapersonal communication that you, for your entire life, have thought was just your thoughts, but you're actually having full-on arguments with extra dimensional entities who are trying to clap, and you're just like, don't fuck with me, bitch. Don't fuck with me, bitch. Don't fuck with me, bitch. Oh, is anyone watching? Bitch, don't fuck with me. And like, you're actually having like a heated argument with the galactic space queen who can actually destroy the galaxies, and you're making her a little intimidated. The shit happens every day. Stop letting people think that you're crazy. You're not. That's literally Jupiter in Aquarius expanding your cosmic awareness. Like, oh shit, so my brain can process frequency that's beyond just my local space. So you mean this bitch was hating from another galaxy? Oh, bitch, you lucky you not here. And then she like, bitch, I can teleport. You're like, come at me, bitch. Come at me, bitch. Come at me, bitch. Seriously. Now that's weird and that's strange. And that's what makes the next 6 months moving forward into the next decade extra dimensionally ridiculous. And that's not even the word. Extra dimensionally ridiculous. Like it's uncharted territory. I'll burn this whole bitch down. So I have to really be a bit extreme because I want to stretch out the concepts of what you think is possible. The reason why it's so easily to dismiss that, and I'm going to say it again, ghosts and aliens. The reason why I didn't say aliens is because that's just redundant at this point. You either know aliens influence every single facet of what you do, or you don't. Stop looking for grace. Aliens are frequencies. extra dimensional frequencies from outside of this world that actually influence and control minds at speeds with which your mind can't process at the microsecond and picosecond level. It's out of this world. It's kind of like ghosts who are astral. Now, the reason why I'm introducing this is Venus is now in Scorpio. And with such a very intense vibration and pure energy, you're going to be sensing this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. The reason why this is able to pop up too now, after you've been jarred with everything that's happening, is it's going to, you see, a lot of people are like, we don't even care about the aliens anymore. Like, all this shit is crazy. You're literally ready. So I don't want to apologize because I'm telling you the motherfucking truth, but I have to once again go into my loony bin. And I'm sorry, I know this is Virgo season and you want to hear more practical shit, like how this is going to influence your money and insight about the economy. But the realest thing that I can be telling you right now, because we're now 21. And I want to bring into your attention, when you bring trans-Saturnian energy, the reason why Neptune is seen as illusions and fraud, the reason why Uranus is seen as crazy, even though it's a genius and ahead of its time, is because these are outside the traditional norm. And so me talking about ghosts can really piss certain people off. Imagine if I said this in a room of I'm sorry, if I said this in a room of scientists who have established understanding in freaking like biology and physics, and I'm telling them, oh, this is all fake science and ghosts exist, they're gonna get really angry. They're gonna get really mad. They're going to truly believe that I'm insulting their intelligence because of all the time that they spent really coming into specialized, I won't call it knowledge, but understanding through their, experience, getting facts through research that is peer reviewed to really understand the way the world works. So their misunderstanding of ghosts is their problem, and they can't really accept that they don't know shit. It's like a metaphysical field that they don't understand, and they project that on real niggas like me who aren't afraid to say, hey bitch, you're probably possessed by a spirit. And it's so, you know, commonplace that you've now fetishized this experience to be some kind of Hollywood or anime moment. When it happens so commonly, you can rework the understanding of this to actually integrate with your own reality and take psychic self-defense more seriously instead of relegating it to something that crazy psychics and witches do. Let's go. This is very important because now we're at the 21 gate, and this is what I want to show you. The last time it was on, like, this is what we're completing here. This was the last time. Do you remember? Oh my God. This is the last time the sun was on Neptune. This is not a fucking game, my friends. This is third decan, subruled by Pluto. Your entire experience is transforming. And the reason why people get so caught up is because they think they know shit. And that makes you a fool because you can't open up your mind to new experiences, that which you don't understand. So when I'm talking about ghosts, I'm talking about the manifestation of your supernatural abilities incurs a consequence in that now, because you're able to harness, even at a subconscious level, more energy than you're used to. This is going to attract darker forces that are at a higher level than you're used to. And you're going to start to experience this and be more aware with the opposition of people who look at you weird and approach you uncharacteristically and try to really fuck with you until you wave your hand and that person's like, oh snap, my bad, I don't know what came over me, I'm so sorry. Nigga, this shit is real. Science is not going to teach you that. They're going to tell you, no, that's not true, you're an idiot, that's not measurable, there's no proof of that, there's no evidence. And we're talking about something that's beyond your ability to process. So no, there's not going to be any physical evidence. And to actually ask for that is proof of your stupidity. So this is important because I just showed you right now, if we go back in time 6 months, boom. Do you remember? as you can see, March 18th was the cycle that kicked off the third decade. This is not integration. This is transcendence. It took your capacity to imagine and all your psychic ability, and it started a new cycle of 365 days towards activating. And now with Venus in its exaltation, I guess the best way for me to say this is making your motherfucking dreams come true, because this is really coming to divine spirits. This is very important. Where are you at right now? Because you're completing that. So how is it? Because whatever you intended is happening for real now. That was the whole pipeline of now making dreams come real. So why it's important is we're going to do this again in 6 months. So let's examine 6 months ago, what was happening? I want to mark the significance of this happening at 20, the full moon happening at 21, and the next conjunctioning happening at 22. This is a gradual evolution of magic in your life, and not just magic, bridging in the unseen. This is the synchronicities, guys. This is the unexplainable occurrences that have been adding magic to your life in ways that are hard to explain. You're about to take this to a whole nother level. And plane. Shout out to flights. Air. Seriously. And you're tapping into the awakening of you during this process. So some of you are just going to teleport to your own soul dimension and be like, wait, it goes against everything I've ever been taught ever. Seriously, like this is what we're stepping into. Okay. So I just, and when I say we're stepping into it, peep game. We have this conjunction. Boom. We're literally completed. And that's what brings significance to the celestial gate that opened a few hours ago, a complete 21 T square. So I want to let you understand that this represents the advent of supernatural magic in your life. The third decade of Pisces is a transformative magical experience that reworks the unconscious influence of the auto nervous system in your body so that you can create new neural pathways towards accepting, understanding, and integrating the supernatural, extra dimensional, and metaphysical in your life. Everything that there is in this life can be explained by science. This is uncharted territory into fields that we have struggled to make sense of until now, because now you have children and weirdos born in the late 90s. We don't claim the niggas in the 2000s that are psychic as fuck and understand this at a level that will lead forward science into a brand new renaissance. So you already gave birth to these motherfuckers. And you have a significant role in bringing your individual experience into the fold, because now that we're 21 degrees complete opposition, every single degree moving forward is you inching more and more into the development of a new cycle. So this is how real this is. From now to this next date, you're not getting this astrological juice anywhere else, kinfolk. Boom. December 11th is harvest. By December 11th, you are synthesizing the real change of this supernatural experience through your partnerships with others, where it's like, do you see that synchronicity? And they're like, man, you and your, oh my fucking God. Okay, that's a coincidence, but that's not. Transforming and intensifying it and ascending it to where you have now not only completed the full-on complete integration of the unseen into the seen, but now the full-on ascended mastery of harvesting the results of this completion, where you now see it in, you're now seeing the internal world reflect in your external world. Boom. So now from December 11th back to now, and this is going to be insane, there's not a day missed, by the way. Every single day from here on out is going to be insane. War II. But March 12th, 2022, do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? And this is after Mars and Venus strut through, after Venus is retrograde. Do you see that? Jupiter, Neptune, and the sun. You're being set up for the highest peak magical experiences of your life. Not singular, plural, because at a collective level, experiences of your life. And this is going to legitimately expand as you manifest this completion of a cycle, your understanding of the supernatural in ways that you've always known. Because now, listen, you have past lives. So fuck the bullshit about you not. Okay, like all this shit is real in ways you know. You've suppressed it. That's why you have these abilities and gifts. So you're going to have that moment of acceptance because now you can't deny it. Like it's in your real life now. Like the stuff that you've been suppressed to by other people or you is now manifesting in your real life and you have to interact with it. That's from now to December. Like you're physically interacting with this aspect. And I want to really respect the individualization process of why it had to be internal first, because before you can step into the harvest, you had to know what seeds to plant for what real experiences you want to integrate. And that's what these Neptune conjunctions represent. Every single Neptune conjunction we've had since 2012 represents a transcendent cycle with Neptune in its dignity that over the next 365 days takes your experience with the unseen to the next level. It's literally a lesson of transcending your ability to imagine and believe in that which you can't see, to be honest. That's why we need to respect cycles. And that's what brings context to now Jupiter. You mean Jupiter's part of this cycle? Oh, so that means out of every time that this has been happening since 2012, boom, this is about to evolve to the next level. This is where you think you've been seeing synchronicities now. You're going to now like be able to probably astral project or lucid dream at will. I'm going to say something super extreme like that just to give you a possibility. Doesn't have to be that insane. This could be you winning the lottery. This could even be you making 500,000 more in your business. But let me just be that dude and tell you, yes, you're flying, you're levitating, like because this is at such a collective level at this stage with Pluto, Saturn, and Neptune. Are you fucking serious? All here being grabbed by Uranus. Like, oh, key of this is that everything moving forward is going to hyper accelerate. I want you to understand that because we were building up from Capricorn from 2021 with Venus to now, it was a slow buildup. The year even kind of started slow too. Before the summer and things started to pick up, it was a slow buildup. But now that we're at the completion, it's going to hyper accelerate. As soon as you wake up tomorrow, everything's going to start to hyper accelerate. And each day will be exponential into coming back around a boom. And Jupiter's going to breeze through Pisces. So that's going to be the next cycle. That's going to lead into the next full moon. So why is it significant that we're headed into an evolution? Well, peep this. We've never had this before. Where the last time Jupiter was in Pisces, Neptune was in Aquarius. Would you look at that? This is magic crack. 2011. I didn't even know I was going to be the peace dealer like that. Like that's how real that is. Versus now it's like boom, like we here. So this is that's what I mean by game changer. Like nothing will ever be the same. So like and now Neptune's gonna be here. Okay, so last time Uranus was in Pisces, now it's in Taurus. Your experience of the supernatural is gonna be so grounded, it's gonna change everything that you experience about. And I can say the same thing about the last 12 years. It's just it wasn't as real because Uranus was still in Pisces. But the most important thing is Neptune was in Aquarius. Well, when was the last time Neptune was in Pisces? Oh, that's reasonable. The 1800s. Neptune. This is right before the Civil War in America, by the way. But yeah, this is the last time Neptune was in Pisces. Pause for dramatic effect. So that, I mean, that's how significant this transit is. But I want you to see something. Why Neptune was in Pisces then? So how come they didn't have supernatural magic experiences? And no, they did. Every day is a supernatural magic experience. But how come they don't have the collective we're coming into? Very good question. You see that planet Pluto right there? It's in Taurus. It's just planted seeds. It's not a great world tree yet for the Yosutsuki to eat from. But you know now it is. Yes, it is time. Welcome. You know, that's all I had to say. Just wanted to let you know where we came from, where we're at, and what's to come. Yes. Neptune is back again. And it only took one cycle. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So yeah, if you like supernatural exploration in extra dimensional realms outside of time and space, then this is for you. And if you actually like integrating that into your third dimensional reality, which I don't know why you would want to do, but if you can, you can. To extraordinary effect. Congrats! Because we're gonna move forward over the next 6 months to not only do that, but set you up to an adventure of extraordinary extra dimensional proportions before Jupiter starts to cycle again and just fucks up everything that you believed in. Seriously, Jupiter is a wrecking ball that's going to be like, are those your dreams? You're dreaming of this and a family and a happy life? Is that what you want? Wallet's not big enough, bitch! What kind of pussy ass dream is that? No! Give him the ultimate dream! You're getting everything! Screw that pussy ass dream! You thought that was a dream? Yep. So, all you have to know is that 6 months from now to the next 6 months, you're just gonna be seeing shit different. You're just gonna be like, oh, that's possible. Oh, I didn't even know that was possible. Oh, you can do this in relationships with people. Oh, I didn't even know you can have money like this. Oh, you can taste this, and like what you wish for or want is totally different now. You have more knowledge and understanding. But I want you to understand that every experience you're stepping into over the next 6 months is what you manifested for the 6 months prior. So if you can be okay with Jupiter destroying the shit out of your greatest dreams and ambitions and making it bigger than you could ever expect. Yeah. Then cool. Just go with the flow like a dead fish and enjoy. Okay. That's really all I have to say. The moon is going to go into Capricorn while Mars gets ready to go into Libra, and this cardinal push will have you actually taking physical action that expresses superpowers. You're going to use superpowers tomorrow. That's no cap, but the moon is going to be in Cap. The quality of the powers you're using will indicate through a completed cycle a new understanding of abilities that you've never used before. That's going to lead into the conjunction over Pluto. You're going to go through the gauntlet and literally awaken through this new experience. Congratulations. No, like that's literally Mars 29 degrees. Do you know when 29 degrees Mars was at Pisces and we ended that last karmic cycle? I had a car accident. That was when I had a car accident. And a drunk driver ran the red light and my ultra instinct powers unlocked. The passenger seat driver came, said, yo, if you didn't swerve at that last second, I would have died. Thanked me. Then I got paid 13 grand. I didn't sue. And I didn't snitch. Not that I'm not anti-snitch at all. I'm not against that. I just didn't snitch. And that was 29 degrees Mars, y'all. Since then, Mars went into Aries, and Mars is the accelerator in the car. Mars, since Aries has gone through Virgo, and I've been walking, I've changed my whole view on, getting a car. I got Turo now, which is lit. I realized renting cars is actually more economical than expensive Lyft rides, which blows my mind if you get an expensive one enough. And now I've completed that cycle and I'm ready to lease or buy a company car. I'm not going to, but if I wanted to, I can now. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. The reason why I don't want to buy a car is because I want to fly. I can fly, guys. I have an angel spirit. Like, I figure if I don't drive, I can do this with a car, but the motivation to not have a car is going to be like, oh, you want to go somewhere? Well, fly, nigga. Fly, nigga. Fly, nigga. If you had your fucking wings, nigga, you could get there. And I admit, it's crazy. But I'm going to fly. It's kind of like punishment. But I finished this cycle. So I want you to know that Mars from 0 degrees Aries to 29 degrees Virgo is a full mastery of exerting your power. It's your hot suit. You have completed a full power initiation. This is why once it goes in tomorrow, boom, you're using new superpowers. Now, everyone can fly. Gohan taught Videl how to fly. I don't know if some of you know that that's actually real. You can fly with your ki and life force. Depending on the progressed sun and natal sun, it'll let you know how you fly with your life force. If you're an air sign, you airbend to fly. If you're a fire sign, you have to propel fire to fly. It's going to be harder for earth signs who are grounded, but you can kind of fly with earth if you manipulate the gravity around you. And water, you do this mysterious shit where you can levitate. I'm not even going to explain your shit. I don't know. Yours is a question mark to me, but yeah, it is possible. And I don't mean to sound very pretentious, but like you're literally stepping into a revolving door that's going to help you unlock understanding of mystery magic. In this case, that's going to be real. And the reason why is because you're a fucking genius. So you've been doing this your whole life. And this is the next part of what I have to say. It's series and you have to learn magic spells from the get-go. You're multi-dimensional as fuck, and you were born in a period of accelerated gifted individuals. I think they call this like star seeds or crystal children or indigo children, whatever the fuck. You are so gifted that since birth, even against the institutionalized attempt to indoctrinate you and dull your greater abilities. You have been in contact with multidimensional selves of you or parts of you, whether through having dreams, whether through being clairaudient. You have still, in your own way, been communicating, even though many of you have been blocked from having conscious awareness because you the motherfucking go. You are a motherfucking legend. We need to make sure we're clear on that. Countless generations have been blocked from accessing this because of pure fuckery, and you broke through while still being blocked. And so what's going to happen is a hyper acceleration of you becoming aware of gifts you've always had. Like, this is why in a short 6 months you're going to be levitating. It's not going to be like having to learn from scratch because you have inherited gifts from your past life. And the reason why I know that what I'm saying is the truth is because you have already been experiencing this for the past 3 months. The Gemini square to Neptune in Gemini season was an enlightened conscious awareness of these abilities manifested and how you begin to fuel the feeling and at a heart level courageously integrate this into your lifestyle, which you've now completed. So please comment an exclamation mark emoji if you have realistically experienced the mastery of not just abilities, supernatural abilities that you believe are beyond what you consider regular and natural, that you're doing as easy as breathing before you call up your abuela and tell her that you love her. This shit is not a fucking game. Like, we're literally doing this shit. I did, and so many of you are having to deal with traumatic experiences on top of this. That's intensifying how much more powerfully you express these gifts. And it's just, you're about to be thrust into a second boss battle through Libra season. It doesn't give you enough time to nurture and cope with this extraordinary exponential acceleration of everything that you're understanding. So it's going to make you a little bit psychotic and put you through PSD, but we're in a spiritual war, and don't worry, you're going to get through this, and we are in this together. So don't worry, it's going to be amazing. Here's the thing though. I'm so glad you acknowledged that this is real, because there's an opposite element to kind of make fun of you or demean you for acknowledging your gifts. You don't want to take that personal. You want to think that this is a mental chess game. And the more that someone can make you doubt your own capability, the more they can use their psychic powers on you. Happens every day. It's called manipulation and persuasion, or persuasion and manipulation, P&M. As we move forward, and I want you to look at the chart. I'm going to just go forward day by day. The sun is going to slowly but surely get closer to Neptune. And so I want you to understand that as the sun gets closer to Neptune, it is taking that completion of this full mastery of perception, and it's getting ready to transform, ascend, and ultimately complete. Once we get to the ultimate realization at the 10th house, this is at a level of transcendence and success. And so every day you're going to be harvesting the actual success of the hard work you've put in the last 6 months to get to this place of completion and mastery. That's why you're going to be using your superpower specifically tomorrow, because now the loading bar is ready. Boom. And we're there. But listen, we're going through a gauntlet. So you're not just using your superpowers to be like, yes, the universe is like, all right, you're mastered. Good. Go. Push him in the war. Boom, 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 boom. And it's like, oh, yes, we mastered. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And like, now you're getting real experience to learn how to master your abilities. It's not going to be bad. It's just not going to be good. It's going to be kind of dramatic. That's that harsh Pluto square. But before we have it again next month, so it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's gonna be a time moment. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to make sure we're clear on. This is a potent, magical gateway portal hop into ascending your perspective, so that you can use your superpowers, not like someone who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. because you can have powers of mediumship, but if you're arguing with your spirit guides, they're just not going to want to deal with you. But I don't believe in it. Should I tell them that? But that's not even real. But now you're going to change your understanding, like, oh, wow. So I've been communicating with these guides my whole life, and they've been showing me synchronicities. And these guides actually represent extra dimensional aspects of my own being that I can actually experience in different archetypal forms. And I have been showing myself my whole life. I've been communicating. The last piece of the puzzle is to be conscious of it, believe it, and do it. That's what you're going to be doing. Boom, start that new cycle 6 months from now. And after 6 months of this change of behavior now reflects into your unconscious behaviors and habits, because it's now a full-on integration through ascension of Sagittarius. Boom, we set into a new cycle by Gemini season. We're manifesting the next ultimate transcendent level of that. How do I make sense of that? This year you manifested your supernatural abilities. So let's say that was maybe the ability to read minds, or let's say that was the ability to see through bullshit, right? Or let's use something simple, like it's the ability to hear thoughts and read minds. And so now you're at the state where you can have a full on conversation and filter out what someone's thoughts, projected entities around their aura, and also what they truly feel. And now you're taking that information to real time, induce what you tell them and how you interact with them. The difference between that extraordinary level of experience this year, which will be a stark contrast from maybe 5 years ago, where you've had similar experiences, but you didn't know yet how to actually delineate whose thoughts were who. And so they'll just probably be more awkward because you can hear it, but you didn't master it like it's mastered now. The difference between this year and next year is next year you changed the game. Now, next year, it's at a transcendent level. You don't even need to read their thoughts. You already know what they're thinking. You have a sentient sense of every single person's thoughts and feelings all at once, experienced through a vibe. So you don't even have to feel you don't have to know what they're thinking. Like, you've taken your mastery to a whole nother level. You could even do mind control, which now borders on questions of ethics. When is the right time to do that? Like a whole nother level. That's you in a short 6 months, baby. Or homie. We can even take an understanding of subjects. If you're studying medicine, your understanding of medicine is going to go to the next level because of your cognitive ability to retain the information and apply it in your real practical life. How do you find your superpower in your chart? Simple. You can actually look at this through the personal planets and the outer planets. Each planet is a superpower. It's like Shazam, where he draws from the gods. The sun is your awareness and the moon is your soul. Can we discuss this more? Yes. Actually, if you go to my website right now at thepeacedealer.com, you can actually schedule a consultation with me. I just broke down collectively what's happening. If you would like to know what's happening in your natal chart relative to right now, like if you were a Gemini rising, and if you want to know about your superpowers, holla at your boy. You really need to holla at your boy because your boy got you. I'm editing the description box right now for those of you who want to take advantage of the webinar for Virgo season before Virgo season is over. I'm telling you, it is absolute flames. If you refresh the page right now, you can access it. But if you go in the link to the description box below, and you would like to know, this is valuable information, you can get a 30-minute session. You can get the transit forecast or the natal chart. If you want to know what's happening, get the transit forecast. If you want to know what your superpowers are, get the natal chart report. And the natal chart report in 30 minutes live with you over a time you schedule, I will say, oh, you got Venus here. This is your superpower. You got Mars here. This is how you use your Mars superpower. Oh, you have Mercury in Aquarius. Your brain processes information at a claircognizant level. And if your sun's there, you got the superpower of cosmic awareness. It's going to be a base, brief quantum understanding of your energies, quantum pertaining to, the units of measure that we can't really measure. But outside of that, if you want to know what's more happening with this transit, you can get the transit forecast and just mention this in the notes or during the consultation. Shout out to Colby. Thank you very much. It was dope. Everybody came through and did their thing. Thank you, Wendy. Chris D, absolutely. You definitely have the full freedom of that. And yeah, so in closing, all I want to say is you don't even have to be conscious of this process. You're a living miracle. For those of you who've really put in work to master certain abilities and skills, you're now ready to harvest this completion. What you're harvesting is the individualization from Pisces season to Cancer season and the social integration from Gemini to Virgo. All right, from Pisces to Gemini and Gemini to Virgo. You're at mastery right now. And so you're going to harvest the full experience of this mastery and how the internal work is now going to reflect in your external reality. But now it's extraordinarily in quality and supernatural, which is pertaining to literal motherfucking ghosts, extra dimensional frequencies through aliens, or aliens through extra dimensional frequencies, and your greatest dreams come true. Through higher versions and aspects of you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. So you're literally going to come into the ultimate change of perspective of how to see your abilities over the next few hours. And so you want to know what's going to play a huge role into that? This ritual we're doing. We got 430 people plus. Thank you for focusing on your intentions. You're focusing on me. Now, this is all you got to do. I want you to focus your intention 6 months from now. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you believe? What is happening 6 months from now? I want you to actually fully immerse yourself in that experience. If your emotional state changes, you're doing it right. Channel that. Alrighty. So here's what we're gonna do. Now you've produced a vibe. You can feel the vibe of what's happening. Beautiful. That vibe is your intention. What we're gonna do is we're gonna synchronize 10 breaths where you're breathing in that vibe, you're breathing in satisfaction, and you're breathing out gratitude. You're breathing in this reality. Beautiful. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, I want you to feel yourself connecting to everyone's energy, whether you imagine an interlocked web or all of us holding hands. You don't have to feel anything, but you just want to set the intention to connect with everyone else. Now, I want you to set your intention, whether out loud or in your head. As you set the intention, I want you to feel yourself and how that feels, the full on experience 6 months from now. And now I want you to set the intention for everyone else's intentions to also manifest instantly, or to manifest the way it's meant to. Shout out to Taj. She's a Cancer sun, so she's feeling the 8th house effect of Aquarius of everything, which is evidence that we're all connecting. Thank you. And now I want you to make a threefold wish or intent that all of our intent comes to pass for the good of all the way it's meant to, but not really for the good of all, for the truth of all the way it's meant to, and for it to happen instantly and accelerate and to reveal and this and that and to reveal sacred wisdom for how to see this moving forward. Literally that simple. Now that you've set that intention, what we're going to do is we're going to hold that vibe. So I want you to continue to feel intently into the vibe of what you're intending over the next 6 months. And now we're going to take 10 breaths now that we've connected our energy. After, we're going to breathe in satisfaction, breathe out gratitude. And when you're breathing in that vibe in your reality. We're using the Gemini portal to hyper manifest it. Boom, breathing it out. And that's number one. Thank you, Jimmy. And then boom, once we get to 10 breaths, we've released it. And that's good. I'll do the live readings. And once I end the broadcast, it's magic time, my friends. Are you ready? Are you ready? Me too. Me too. Okay. So inhale, exhale, one breath, and we'll do 10. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uno. Two. Dos. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. It is done, ladies and gentlemen. We did it with 440 people. Sealed, delivered. This is now a time capsule. So you can watch this and do this with us, and we'll have that potency. It's not going to be as potent as live, but here's the deal. The principle of this ritual and this transit is ultimately belief. Do you believe that you can experience your deepest desires? It's okay if you don't. You have to at least accept it if you don't. But do you believe? Do you know that you can actually manifest these abilities and express them? Do you believe in these superpowers? Because not believing versus believing literally changes the energy of how you perceive it. This isn't about having full on knowledge. Saturn has not finished out of Aquarius yet. So, Moon and Sag, you are seeing the analysis, Sun and Virgo, of your belief. You're going to fundamentally rework the meaning of how you believe in your abilities. And instead of complicating it, just believe. The easiest thing you can do is to, even if right now you don't know exactly how this is going to manifest, just know and believe that this has worked. And the rest is literally over the next 6 months going to unfold. But because we had 440 people do it, as soon as this broadcast ends, now. And what makes it instant is not only the moon in Sagittarius, but my sun in Gemini is subruled by Uranus, which is an electrical conductor of voltage and energy. So because you're focusing on me, that takes that T square and manifests it. Second house Gemini right now. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourselves. We just fulfilled a supernaturally powerful ritual. And we owe it to ourselves. We just changed the world right now. And the evidence of that is unfolding for the next 48 hours to infinity and beyond. That was amazing. That was actually amazing. What you want to do moving forward every single day is to push the limits beyond what you believe is possible. And do what you can to make the impossible happen every day. Even if you don't succeed, push those limits. So it doesn't have to be a lot. It could be a little at a time every day. Boom. So yeah, that's it. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull a card for each zodiac sign. So relative to the rising sign or sun sign you have, but if you have the Venus there, Mercury, your moon, that'll count too. Your house, you could do that too. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. Christina Jimenez, I got you. And noise. All right. Jacqueline Westlake, I got you. If you would like a live reading yourself, I am pulling from the Keepers of the Light Oracle card, which will feature a real ascended master that you personally can gain a message from. Wait, what? Shit. You don't want to play around? All right. I got the PayPals. That's awesome. Oh, nice. All right. By the way, some of you may find that some of the readings I do for other people resonate with you. And if that's the case, that message is for you. So stay tuned if you're called to. You may find that every reading resonates for you. However, for those of you who want a direct message, boom. And yep, I got the signs. I'm about to do the signs. I'm going to do that first. All right, I think we're ready. Boom. All right, let's get it. Me Wild, I got you. All right. Aries Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. The moon is literally in your ninth house of Ascension too. And you're individualizing the release of unconscious habits in your 12th into a full-on mastery into your 6th, bridging directly into your relationships with others. Oh, Ang is right. Get on Discord, my friends. Link below. You don't want to miss out. Taurus. We also got Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. You're coming into a transformation with Neptune in your 11th through the moon in your 8th. That's going to induce hopes and wishes through your friends to make your heart's desires come true. But really, it's bridging both spheres and will do a lot to bring you into fulfillment. But we also have faith, humanity, and benevolence. Okay, stay calm, trust in the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. So have faith, believe. Gemini, the heavy chariot tarot. If you go to my website, the link in the description box below, and you press consultations, you can see the prices for each reading because they're all not one price. Blue Flame, I got you. Boom. If you'd like a live reading, you can look at the ticker below or click the description box below. The minimum is $20 for one oracle card. Gemini, we have, oh my gosh, all right, scrap that. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, all three of you, all three of you got Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. Aries, you're ascending your beliefs and lifestyle. Taurus, you're ascending your influence and what you love and the intimacy. Gemini, you're ascending your career. All three. I've shuffled the shit out of this too. That's crazy. Cancer. Oh, look at Goku. His sun, moon, and rising. I see you, my nigga. That's what's up. I know you got the work from Granola, but he cheated. He wished to the dragon. I see you mastering Ultra Instinct, my nigga. Good. Keep it up. Keep it up. Cancer. We have. All right, Serapis Bay, is there anything you want to tell us? Like, I'm telling you, it's a magical. This is right after the magical ritual. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here, motherfuckers. This is it. I mean, this is. And it was the first 4 central signs, so it applies to the rest of you. Because the rest of the zodiac signs trines one of these first 4 signs, you're also ascending too. All right. Leo. Nigga, if that was Ascension, I would have just ended this broadcast. But it said move into the light. Light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. See, Leo had to be dripped in all white. You know I have to be special and swaggy. You know what I'm saying? Leo has to be different. Leo can't be the same as all of us. Leo got to be shining. Like, I'm of a different caliber. Just wanted to make sure y'all know. They're cool, but I mean, they're not me. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Virgo. Oh, shoot. Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Yo, Virgo, let me talk to you real quick. From Gemini to Virgo, let me talk to you real quick, Virgo. Listen. They're never going to know. I know, Virgo. Virgo, I know they're stupid. Virgo, I know they're stupid. This is Gemini. I'm half dumb half the time. I know they're stupid. I know Pisces escapes and Sagittarius goes on an adventure, and Gemini, we go to Gemini land, and you have to deal with the idiots. I know they're stupid. You don't have to be right all the time, Virgo. Sometimes you have to let people be stupid. Virgo, I know. Virgo, listen, Virgo, I know. Virgo, listen, I know, Virgo. It's not fair. Pisces ain't even there half the time to alley-oop you. They in a whole nother dimension. Virgo, sometimes you're not taking the L if you let someone stupid think what they want. You're not. Let them be ignorant in peace. To the extent with which, Virgo, just know I understand. But you don't have to be right all the time, okay, Virgo? Even though you're most likely right all the time. I'm just love and peace, bro. Sis. Love and peace, yo. Love and peace and harmony. Libra. Oh, that's because it is next to Leo in Aquarius. Do you hear that? It's nasty. Libra, trusting heaven, Archangel Michael, you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Allow a miracle to occur. Oh my God. This is whiskey. Ugh. I'm just joking. It's water. All right. Trust in heaven. There we go. Scorpio. Scorpio, they say you a hoe, but you're not a hoe, you a Scorpio. You're not a hoe, you a Scorpio. And let them know you're not a hoe, You a better type, a different type of Scorpio. You're not a Virgo. You're not a Virgo. You a Scorpio. We also have light activation for you because you are rare too. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Sagittarius. We have awakening presence with L. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Moria. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini are like, man, we ascending. What's up, motherfuckers in Cancer? Like, fuck the rest of you niggas, we ascending. Leo and Scorpio looking flashy. I get it. Capricorn. What do we got? The same thing that Sagittarius. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Do it again. See, I'm beginning to say this is why I'm showing you. I don't want to see. I don't want y'all thinking that I just pull this. Like, I'm showing you the repeatedness of the cards here. Like, I'm not even looking at it. I'm showing you. Capricorn, we have sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. The Holy Spirit, the Shekinah. Aquarius. 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 All right, we have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Ooh, oh, 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 ooh, ooh. Pisces, what do we have for thee? Pisces. Dum da da 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 dum dum dum. Yep, you niggas need to trust heaven too. Archangel Michael says, you are safe. Caught in an extra dimensional intergalactic war with nobody around you to believe what you're saying? Do people think you're delusional even though you see the intricate reality of the fabric of existence unfolding in front of everybody? Trust heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. All right, guys, I'm going to pull one more for everybody. Fuck it, make it two. Bam! Got two. We got Hilarion and Charity. Yeah. 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 Okay, Hilarion is like, thank you. Hilarion is like, you feel me? Like divine healing, like honor your sensitivity, my niggas. You feel me? Retreat to recharge and heal. You know, your light can support others and shit. And my girl Charity is like prayer and contemplation, hoes. Connect with heaven and ask and you shall receive. You know what I mean? Was that my inner black young? My bad. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get into the live reading. I'm gonna pull one more. Cause 3 times the charm. Yeah. Unleash your. No, I want to pull one that we haven't pulled yet for you because you're special. You deserve 3 exclusive cards. Nope, we got this for Virgo. Boom. Damn, we literally just okay. Sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Shoop. Shoop. All right, that's what's up. We are going to now do the live readings. If you would like a live reading, click the description box below or look at the ticker that's scrolling in front of you. Damn, that's crazy. I wonder how harsh the mandates will be when Saturn is almost out of Aquarius. Yes, sacred password. All right. Christina Jimenez. We have faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. There we go. Let's go. Me wild. Beat me up, Scotty. Trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Blue flame integration. What's coming up for your soul, sister? I got you. Bam. Kuthumi, cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. And once the moon comes for our lunar return, it's going to confirm what you know. I would say less than 24 hours. Bam. So next we got Alexandria Johnson. Oh, you ascending now, Alexandria. Are you an Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising? Spill the beans. We have move into your true self, rise above the darkness. The light is here. Next, we got Monica Hardin. Isis! Ay, 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 ay. Magic. Why did I do that? Magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. That's awesome. This is facts. There's an infinite number of ways to do anything. Whatever God has for me in regards to how best to navigate and care for myself through the evolution of my career, love, and purpose. All right, Kelsey. We have Ascension, and we know you're an Aries sun and a Cancer rising. Move into your true self, rise above the darkness. The light is here. This is so magic. And we have this with light activation. Share your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. That's insane. That's insane. All right. So next we have Jacqueline Westlake. Doop 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 doop. All right, so we have Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. And we have this with the Holy Spirit, Ace of Cups energy. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. All right. I had to do the obligatory dance after. It's just procedure. But yeah, congratulations. That's amazing. Sanchia Divine. Yeah, Texas is lit. Sanchia. We have Sanunos, the life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. All right. Okay. Rosa Mata, win this bitch. That we is. I'm not even surprised. That is amazing. I'm probably the best shuffler ever in life. The Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles occur naturally. Spirit has your back. And you specifically are a living conduit of the Holy Spirit. So I think you're going to really be integrating more how to work its miraculous effects in the life of others through you. And of course, in your life. Nia! Princess Nia, Princess Nia, Princess Nia, the card we have for you on this fine night, because I was going to say day, but it's no longer sunny out, is Bridget. Inner strength. Bridget wants you to know, move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. You got the fire deep inside. You got the power, yeah. Sorry, once again, the song is obligatory. Like, please don't think I want to be spazzing like this, but like I have to. The song actually accompanies the card pool. They're not all like that, but this one and the other one, it's like mandatory. But I hope that message spoke to you. Sheeman Scott, what do I need to know right now? Let's see what we got. Okay. Archangel Michael wants to let you know. You're welcome. Archangel Michael wants to let you know you need to trust heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And I think with the urgency of what you need to know, I'm gonna pull a bonus one for you and everyone. Cosmic Gateway, Horus. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So as you can see, this whole theme of miracles and changes in immutable sign transit of nothing but changes is happening in the sign of happening. So I love it. Thank you guys. That was amazing. I hope you enjoyed this. All right, like I did. I'm very grateful for every single one of you. And now I'm going to end the broadcast. If you are ready for this tower moment, like change, I want you to thank yourself for showing up. And by the time I go live and see you next, you'll have had a taste of ascension into the greatest you that exists throughout all of the omniverse. Godspeed.